It's the K-Rugby MTG Gathering Show.
3 dedicated mill payoffs / enablers or what have you. That last deck was sweet because we had all 3 of them. You know, I've not drafted humans yet. My instinct with this set is that I want to add the Dam, but I'm going to take the Ranger of Eos, see if I can human it up. Kefnet's okay. I think I would take the counter over Kefnet if I was looking at a double blue card out of that pack. Totally reasonable filler. Might clock somebody. Alright, now what do we got? These are not humans cards. I guess Morbid Opportunist is a human rogue. I feel like that's not really a card you want in your humans deck, though. It's just not that aggressive. I might just hedge here and take a Vora. Probably not going in the same deck, the Vora and the Ranger of Eos, but I could. If I had taken that Dam earlier, I'd be on this Lingering Souls and just living my happy little mid-range life. I think I'm going to see if I can do a nice juicy aggro Madness deck. There's some very clunky cards in Madness, like Hell Mongrel, but there's also some very nutty ones. I'm trying to think through my games in this format and whether I would, on average, rather have a Bitter Triumph or a Kolaghan's Command. Bitter Triumph is another discard outlet for Madness stuff, I guess. Being that Walum. Yeah, I appreciate the 122 months there. I got careless. Happy 122nd birthday! Could I be black-white humans? Maybe they're just weak packs for humans that we saw. Range of Eos for Blazing Rootwalla, huh? Signals are kind of weird. Yeah. I think blue is really open, and I like blue in this format, but I don't want to... I just basically played a mono blue deck, so I'm going to do something different. Red-black vampires. Madness fireball. Gross. Yeah, blue and green, just the open colors here. I think Honor the God Pharaoh is kind of clunky. Dreadhorde always feels like a difficult card to support. It's almost like a blue-red card, right, where you want to have enough cantrips and stuff. Yeah, the previous track was the Moon Cave by Gorillas. Could try this fucking thing. Enters if it was cast from your graveyard, attach it to a creature you control. It's got Mayhem 2. Hey, the looting came back. Yeah, the first time around we took a Vora over the Faithless Looting, so that was a nice little wheel, nice little sign that our whatever we're trying to do here might work out. And the Kolaghan's Command came back. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we trophied with red-black the other day, and I was kind of down on it the entire draft, and it just gelled at the last second. And this time we went into it fairly early. Is Hell Mongrel similar to Wild Mongrel? Kinda. It does have the discarded card, gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I like both these 2-drops. Probably supposed to grab the Carnage, but the Kolaghan's Command did wheel. I might be the only red-black drafter, and the Carnage can just come back. Actually, I wonder if I'm supposed to take the Wooded Foothills. Lightning Axe for sure. I think Sorin would be my next pick. Maybe the Dragon. So the Asylum Visitor is a vampire, and it's got Madness. I wonder if Graveyard Trespasser is just like a better card. Like you just play it anyway, even though the Visitor fits what I'm doing slightly better. Fits my themes. Maybe just take the slightly better card here. Yeah, so Lightning Axe is very good. But this cool but rude card has really been impressing people in the Madness archetype, and I haven't gotten to play with it yet. Ooh. Madness or discard duty? Deckmore with the sub, 137 months. Deckmore says, finally have time to watch Caleb stream. It's Innistrad Cube. I got 11 hours of sleep last night after a long convention weekend. We'll call this an early birthday gift. Hell yeah. I like the sounds of all of that. Torvak MOS, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 101 months, and the reminder to eat some butt. Yeah, maybe I'm just in on vampires, huh? The Blood Fountain's a little tempting. A rocky start. There's like literally one early pick that I'm not playing. Let's get another vamp in here. I wonder if that blue-red 2/1 that we just passed could be playable in this deck, even if we can't actually cast it. Oh, we had Xander's Lounge. I think I should have grabbed it, actually. Because we have so much looting, right? You can just bin it, and then if you play a large spell, it'll come back for free. I think it belonged, actually. I think I should have nabbed it. And just treat it as a Madness card. Alright, we get to choose between a Braid and Carnage. 2 mana seems pretty efficient. Yeah, I wonder how many vampires I actually need for like Markov Baron to be worth it. I feel like not too many. Same with the Anjay. Oh yeah, you definitely want to be open in whatever's open, Jack Kobe. Almost impossible to force something if there's 2 other drafters in it. Hey, Raised by Natives, thanks for the sub, thanks for 88 months. Do I want to play Bloodline Keeper? This might be one of those where like the Thunderbreak region's just a better card. So even though the Keeper plays well with the Vampire strat. Oh, one thing about Bloodline Keeper in a dedicated Vampire deck, though, is you might be able to just play it and flip it immediately. And this thing wheeled, nice. Yeah, we have plenty of playables going into Pack 3. Gonna see if we can get some more early game threats. Maybe improve the mana base a little bit better. Merlin86 with the sub says, celebrate the love. I'll cheers to that. You've been having a hard time when you roll a die and pick cards based on the result? Unfortunate. You'd think that would give you a 50% win rate, right? I always ask Chat GPT to pick for me and then do poorly. I don't get it. Even gods bleed, I guess. I wonder if the Lavamancer is reasonable. Just because I have so much churn going to the bin. I'm going to grab the Eruption. Take another burn spell. Oh shit, what up? Blitzkrieg 4531. Thanks for the sob. The 99-month subscription, folks. That's a lot of months. This young Pyromancer might actually be sick here, but I'm going to take this Bone Shards. Probably wheel one of these red critters, Both play well. Cheers with your Johnny Jump Up drink after work. So I've heard the song. I didn't know it was based on a drink. Oh, it's just whiskey and cider. Wow, this is not my pack, Oh, let's get this thing in here. We have a lot of 3s already, but this is a pretty good one for the vampire tribal thing that we're doing. Interesting little pack here. Could take a burn spell, could take a murderous rider, or I could take a big old juicy vampire. Is Vein Ripper too expensive? I think so, yeah. There's a few ways to cheat him out in the format, but he'd be a bit above curve for us. I want that Dragonskull Summit, but I want 1-drops even more. We passed Sorin the Shirtless pack one. Oh, yeah. The only black planeswalker I remember passing was the 2 black one. But maybe we saw him in the first couple of picks when I wasn't paying much attention to black. God, these are some good fucking vampires. That's so tricky. Like, do you need the Blood Crypt more, or do you want, like, the Falkenrath Aristocrat more? I think because we have plenty of, like, juicy 4-drops here, even though Falkenrath's a little bit better than them, I think we'd take the mana base improver. Gorger would be sick, too. Hey, we got that land we wanted. Maybe I can get that Xander's Lounge, Just awkward when you need your 4th land drop when you're curving out and your draw comes to play tapped land. Is Crypt Caller Chariot any good at all? Could grab one of these pinger dudes. I think I like Sharpshooter over the Alchemist. Because Sharpshooter can serve for the cool but rude. Hell yeah, Mark. That sounds fucking awesome. Who doesn't love a big-ass burrito? Giza's a nice card. Giza is indeed a nice card. A little expensive for what I need, though. Chariot's a little expensive for what I need, too. Just gonna play a random Sharpshooter. Could play the Mire Triton. It'd be funny if Mire Triton... Does it work with Mayhem? No, you discarded it this turn. It has to be discarded specifically. Yeah, so the incidental mill off Mire Triton wouldn't do anything. It'd just be a 2-1. Maybe Relentless Dead even would be better. But I'm happy with the Sharpshooter. Happy-ish. Let's go. Hand slow as balls. A little bit worried about having too many hands like this, where I just have too many 4s. Hanging out, looking clunky as shit. Oh, they're thunder trapping. They're thunder whiffing. Too bad we couldn't use the ward more to our advantage. Alright, then there was win. What do we got? But I'm contemplating their double blocks here. Now that we're in night, the Trespasser is going to come in flipped. Could be cool. So they bend Grizzlebrand. Are they going to reanimate it? I think they're actually just going to crack their fountain here. Still gets the Grizzlebrand out of the graveyard. Well, they still have that blood token. So it's possible they want to sack the blood token, bin the Grizzlebrand, find a way to reanimate. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Warren Fish. Hope you're having a pleasant one. I am. Ooh, Gachaka. Thanks for the sob. Thanks 105 months. You have arrived in Vegas for a week of conference work? That doesn't sound great. It's hot? Yeah. Yeah, Vegas sounds fucking miserable. You'll survive. Carry on, brave Warren Fish. Desert, not a natural climate for a fish. You were in Utah for a work retreat last week, and it was 79 degrees. It's 6,500 feet. Yeah, I was in the Montana mountains the other week, and there was a day in there where it was in the high 90s. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Moose Plural, thanks for the sob, thanks for the 34 months. Appreciate it. Fuck ice, love Caleb. I'll cheers to that, Moose. Yeah, opponent needed like a damnation or something, huh? Or maybe if they could. No early threats here. Hand really might just be supposed to be a mulligan. But I'm kind of excited to, well, I was kind of excited to play this Kulbarud. Hell yeah, Tater Chimp. Love that for you. Oh, perfect. Just draw a 2-drop, why not? So it's tempting to crack our first blood before damage. Get the Eivor up to a 2-2, start dealing more serious damage. But I kind of want all these cards. They're just passing hum. Hey, good evening, Paladin Yagen. I shall kill your thing. I feel like if they had a damnation, they would have slammed it that turn. Seymour, 569, thanks for 45 months. Big cheers. GG. Yeah, a lot of ways to skin that chicken, huh? Get lethal on that last turn. with your opponent. But I do want to try it at some point. It's a very easy game to teach to Magic players. I hope I had some lands here. I guess I'll just play it. What was the game that's easy to teach Magic players? I was talking about sorcery, Frodo. Chat's always pointing out the language that my songs are in. I have no idea. So I could get the Evora down, or I could go like Yahenni serve in. Trading, interesting. If they let the visitor connect with them, I would have to sack it. That's like part of how the Carnage works. When it deals damage to a player and sacrifice it. Might as well kill that, huh? And I could actually see blooding away the Yahenni here. We're starting to get beyond it. Maybe not now. So giving your vampire opponent essentially infinite blood tokens might end up might go poorly for me, but we'll see. That's a fucking 5/6, right? Do. Yeah, they should have cracked that blood token earlier if they're planning on it. My blood vial got an extra power because they waited. You're goddamn right, we're getting the Walla value. I mean, that blood token in play too. Oh, shit. Keeping another hand with multiple 4-drops. Just gonna curve out anyway. Just gonna pop that young Pyro. A bit of a decision to make here. Getting that damage in. Where's that fiery temper going? Okay. Yeah, giving the Monument to Endurance opponent a bunch of blood tokens, you would think would be pretty bad for us too, but maybe it'll be fine. Who knows? Good shit. Rake up. Diamond, tier 4. Oh, we're diamond gaming now. Yeah, I've been keeping whatever trash and it's been working out for me, so I don't know why I would do something different now. Doom Traveler is fucking unbeatable. I will play my 3-mana 2/2. Gisela! We're chomping. In what world does that chump make sense? Maybe you want to get in with the flyer. Definitely not one you'll want to let them blink out. I almost wonder if I'm supposed to hold up Bitter Triumph in case they have a way to reanimate it next turn. We haven't seen any recursion effects, though. Maybe a mountain was better because the Rootwalla might tie up some red mana. That was the one I didn't want to discard. What plugin do I use to display music? It's an old defunct program called Stream Music Displayer. I think it's abandonware at this point. But it was like the only widget I found that worked for YouTube. I guess it's better to loot Yeah, there's no way to get both triggers, the Bloodhall Priest and the Cool But Rude. This is where discarding the Terminal Agony at random might might end up really burning me out. Not sure they had the right play there. I was expecting them to get back the opposite ad for just that reason, so I could like survive a single ping. Probably supposed to be getting this cool but rude rolling. These 2-lane hands just keep working out smoothly. They really do, yeah. A fucking 3-mana 2/4. That's not fair. A fun real West, eh? Did you have another favorite? So just making a single 1/1? Whenever you discard a card. Oh wow, that thing's got trample. I wonder if they've got a sweeper in hand and this was just their like middle of the road play, just making the 1/1 because the Jadzi's gonna die to a sweeper anyway. So they're like just sitting there and like hoping that I would burn resources, killing Gisela, or like adding more things to the board. Yeah. Exile is annoying because it means that Carnage can't rebuy anything. I mean, if they can't answer this cool but rude, we've got 2 damage here, 2 damage here, and then activating the third mode would be another 2 damage. So this could discard my Bitter Triumph. Currently, they don't have a target, and we can find another thing that discards too, like Kolaghan's Command. Hold on. What's the backside? Your opponents can't cast spells with mana value 3 or less. If I'd just played my damn mountain, I could Bitter Triumph the Gisela, and I'd still be in a fine spot. But instead, I think I get to lose. Wait, they didn't meld? When do they meld? Yeah, that's frustrating. Should have played my land, I guess. I had reasons not to. Like, I wanted to discard the land to the blood token, and then I'd have the removal spell and the Kolaghan's Command as my remaining 2 cards. Kind of the same issue as the last hand, just not having red mana. The red 2-drop we just put back is very good too, and I feel silly for binning it because, of course, we hit. I was thinking if it took us a little bit to hit our red mana, that I would rather have these cards, though. And I'm not going to exile my creature, even though I'd get a ping out of it, because I might want to rebuy that with Kolaghan's Command, or maybe even Carnage. I guess when I sacrifice it, I'll get a blood token at least. The Asylum Visitor. Oh, fun, Jill Jones. This Bloodhall Priest is so impossible to get a shock out of. I guess I could have drawn a land here. The opponent just has too much. We finally got their little draw engine off the board, but yeah, obviously I disagree, Mark. And that's okay. I really want to 6 them. Letting them untap with Jace is terrifying, though. Oh, this doesn't kill the Jace because I have a card in hand. I guess I needed to do that last turn. And I got real burn for dicking around with my blood and stuff because I'd run into Make Disappear. Does River Churn do it? Oh, River Churn got themselves. Shame. Dang. Kind of saw that was where that was going. When they had that big old hand of stuff and they didn't feel the need to do anything. Fucking hate these forests. Just the fact that they look like islands when they're like shrunk down into a tiny square. The art is sweet. It's the same issue I have with the that whole card cycle where all the cards look blank. This is a great start from the opponent's team. Kind of a bad sign for this deck for our turn 3 play is Shocking Sharpshooter. Right, Mark, but even if we had discarded the Kolaghan's Command, the card that we tutored up, we still had lethal next turn. Oh, they put a misclicked here. You don't have the gambler gene. It's not really gambling. We're setting up the win in 2 different ways. A lot of times against blue decks, I want to, like, kill their thing while they're tapped out and can't protect it. This is a spot where I might want to try and get the cool but rude rolling before I just start binning cards willy-nilly. Blocking with Sharpshooter and Lightning Axing was an option that I considered. Well, fuck me, huh? Yeah, there's a spot there where they cracked a blood token where I could have responded with a kill, but I think Make Disappear would stop me from any kind of an attempt at a win on my turn anyway. The 5-0 to 5-3. I'm going to take a quick couple of breaks here. Couple of minute break. Go walk off that L. Maybe grab a snack. I'll be back in a few minutes, folks.